It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I want to use this beer as a bit of a celebration. It's by Brew, and this is their Coney Hazy Session IPA, coming in at 4.5% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. This is probably one of Brew oldest beers. I would say one of their originals. The beer that, if you like sort of core range stuff, if you want something which you know is going to be on the bar, maybe at Brew York. I love it there, brilliant. In the centre of York. If you haven't been, they do amazing ramen. I didn't say Raymond. They do amazing ramen and fantastic beer. You have to go and have a look at it. It's near the bicycle repair shop where we bought a bike just the other day in York for my daughter. I'll get to all that in a moment. This is a bit of a celebratory review. Let's get it out into a glass. Oh, and see what we get. Oh no. Oh, damn. The trusty garden clippers. There we go. These things happen. There we are, look at that. When there's a will, or where there's a will, there's a way. Hazy Session IPA 4.5, this is exactly what we got here. It's a small one finger white head. Good levels of slow moving carbonation, nice and hazy. Unfiltered beer then. And this is a celebration. I might get a bit jerky in this review, a little bit teary, of my daughter going to York University. We dropped her off the other day. There were tears, many tears, even whilst I was driving back on the motorway. I was still like a water fountain. Absolutely broke me. But yes, we dropped her off to uni. She's now living in York, and we were drinking this at the Brew York tap as a bit of a celebration. Well, me and my wife were, and my daughter was drinking she was drinking a lovely fruited sour beer, which she absolutely loved. I could tell in her eyes and her voice, because she was a little bit. Let's get the aroma to this beer then. Oh. Terrific. Absolutely terrific. Really juicy, like gooseberries. Gooseberries and like a white wine, Nelson Sauvin maybe, which is a New Zealand hop grown on the same sort of landscape in the same area as Nelson Sauvignon grapes, and because it's using the same soil and it's the same climate, the hops offer up a little bit of a white wine sort of grapey aroma. So I'm going to guess on Nelson Sauvin. There's also some orange. There's also some sort of grapefruit and orange peel aromas. But it smells absolutely fantastic for a 4.5% ABV beer. Loads of hops, loads of aroma. It's the perfect sessionable drinking beer, and it's the reason why I've chosen it. I've been sent a few beers. This was sent by Brew York. It will be an impartial review, but I've been sent a load of their beers, their Hellfires, their Remnants, their Protocols, all there to review. But I wanted to start with this because I was drinking this on Sunday night. Sunday, yeah, it was Sunday night. And it was fantastic. So drinkable, just beautiful. Had it with my ramen, lovely. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, spot on. Absolutely spot on. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a beer. It's just the mouthfeel. It's the drinkability for me. It's just the fact that it slips down. There's a little bit of body. You've got that haze there, so there's a little bit of body, but it's super refreshing. And the way they've kind of worked it with these hops, like you're getting that kind of white wine grape, you're getting that gooseberry. Can you imagine a really juicy gooseberry, white wine, grapefruit sort of flavour in a beer? That's what you get with this, but super drinkable. Effortless is the word. Effortless. Going back to the example of do you know, I play a lot of snooker these days, and I like a beer these days that I can drink it whilst I'm playing snooker, but I'm not necessarily concentrating too much on the beer. It's there. It's very good. But it's just there. So using that example with Sunday night, out with the lovely people from Brew York, Wayne and Lee, and the family. Wayne brought his nephews along. Seeing my daughter off on a really important weekend. It was just a lovely evening. The beer played a very, very important part in that. It really did. But it was sort of part of the evening. It wasn't the whole evening. The whole evening was laughing, joking, having fun, meeting great friends, eating great food, and then the beer was there as a part of that. And it was sort of like, do you know, if I was drinking, it would have been spoiled. This is what I'm trying to get at. If I was drinking, say, Brew York's top level Imperial Porter, which requires you to sit down and spend a lot of time thinking about it, and you want to nurse it, and you want to sit next to a log fire, preferably in silence, really, drinking a beer like that, so you can just fully concentrate on it. It would have been ruined. It would have been ruined on that evening because I wouldn't have been able to concentrate on the beer. The point is here is that this beer is excellent, but for a number of reasons. When I first started this channel, I hit the stage, I opened the channel in 2010. 2 years in, by the time 2012 come along, I was into all of the double IPAs, the Imperial Stouts, Imperial Porters. Those sorts of beers were the ones that I was actively seeking, actively looking at, because I loved it. I still love it today. But the older the channel's got, the older I've got, I've realised that these sort of hazy session IPAs, that they play such an important part in the beer world, in the brewing world. And this is a great one. This really is a great one. From that beautiful, crisp, light wafer-like malt over here, a little bit of sweetness over there, here to the relative amounts of bitterness. So there's a little bit of balance there. It's not one of the more bitter IPAs, session IPAs out there. It's just good. So they've said stone fruit and mango. I'm picking up white grape and gooseberry. Hey ho. The hops are Citra, Mosaic and Simcoe. I'm going to rate it. good beer. Good, more than good beer. More than good beer. It's superb beer. I'm going to be spending a bit more time in York over the next 3 years. And I'll be going to the Brew York tap and I'll be eating their ramen and I'll be drinking this Coney. And the best bitter is very good as well. I really enjoy the best bitter. I like this beer enough. I think that's superb. I think that is an absolutely superb beer. It's a Stoner Crow's 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.